So you've asked me to talk a little bit this morning about where I shop. For me, led me to a bit of a thought actually. Where do I shop for me? I don't remember the last time I actually went out and did me shopping as such. I think really I'm a supermarket shopper. I did have a smile last Christmas when Tesco's were doing their advert, about people buying stuff from supermarkets and stuff, because I think that is where you go to places for something for yourself, for sort of clothes, for actually things for yourself. I'm not a big clothes buyer. I'm not a big retail shopper by any means. I don't go out and spend the whole of a Saturday afternoon lurking around shopping centres by any stretch. So I think for me buying something for me, for sort of clothes, for shoes, whatever, my first point of call is probably normally your Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda, places like that. Shops that you happen to be in already, and you can have a quick look around as you go through to something else, because that's the convenience, because I don't have time to start going out. As I've got older as well, it's sort of the need to have the latest thing in fashion just isn't there anymore to me. I know what I like, I know what I want to have. And also I think that the convenience of just having it there and you're doing it with something else, you can take it back easily if there's a problem. The sizes. I do go and have a look in my lunchtime from work at places like Marks and Spencer's, Debenhams, various other places, and to be honest I find them just very expensive. Especially if you're just browsing for something, I find that they can then be quite expensive for something that I wasn't that particularly fussed about buying in the first place. I have bought stuff from eBay, especially with the job as a registrar, that I do find that you have to go very well presented to weddings. There's a certain standard and also a type of dress code. You're not a guest at that wedding. You can't turn up wearing the same outfit as the mother of the bride. That would be unforgivable. So there's not too much fuss and through. But equally, you are at somebody's wedding, so you do need to look in a certain way. You do need to look quite sort of very well presented, quite understated, almost quite an elegance to how you're dressed. Things like ladders in tights, chip nail varnish and everything can't apply to you when you're working on somebody's wedding. That's the biggest day of their life. And I think you have to be very clear that, of how you are dressed there to do a job, but you're also a part. I dread to think how many countless wedding photographs I've ended up on in my time. But also what you're wearing that day can't distract from everything else that's going on. It's not your day, it's their day. So you have to be sort of in the background a little bit, so your outfit can't be too leery. What you can't have is one of the guests sat there and going, oh, look at the state of that, that skirt's too short or too tight, or that dress doesn't suit or anything. So it has to be very, very understated. I do think if I am choosing stuff to go out with, if I've got a special event or anything, I do like Outfit, purely for the fact that, again, it's 4 or 5 shops under one roof, and it's got what used to be my go-to shopping place of sort of the Dorothy Perkins, Wallis, places like that I would have probably gone to. As I've got older as well, you sort of look at quality of things a lot more, and sort of almost the washing instructions as well, of would it still look like that, excuse the dog. So I think that's where I go to for buying clothes for myself. In terms of other things, my running stuff now, it's specialised. There are 2 running shops around here that I will actually travel to, because I think that where I've got to is now I don't need all the kit anymore, and especially things like running shoes, new things coming out, you need to be properly fitted, because otherwise you will do an injury to yourself. It's always a joke upstairs that I probably have more clothes for running in rather than actually going out in. And I do struggle occasionally when you pick things up and go, like going to a swimming gala at the weekend with the children, and the kids are going, Mom, please don't wear a running t-shirt, please don't wear a running t-shirt, wear something else. And you're thinking, yes, but a running t-shirt's nice and cool and it'll keep you cool in the swimming gala. So I think for very specialised stuff like that, I will go to places like that. As I said, I had bought some stuff off eBay. Other things I tend to buy for myself, which is few and far between really, sort of maybe Amazon. Never bought clothes or anything like that from Amazon, but certainly I have bought an occasional handbag from Amazon. Haven't bought a lot of other stuff from Amazon really. For myself personally, it tends to be a bigger one for the home, but that could be the next episode.